The next matchup we have includes another Ram that did horrible things to my childhood. Thomas, what's the next matchup?
Gosh.
The last matchup.
It's all right. Our last matchup.
Get ready for the next battle.
So this one is Mike Lansford, Rams kicker, someone that this podcast tried to call, number 20 seed Sean Pamphilon.
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
We tried to call him.
Based on this photo.
God, he makes
Sean
me look cool. I've actually never seen a picture of him.
Yeah.
God.
I hate this picture. He
His
looks like a
haircut
California
really annoys
Hollywood
me.
Hill. He looks like a Cali douche. In this
Mike
Oh, man, he looks like a California Italian.
Mike Lansford had a mullet, and he was a barefoot kicker.
Yeah.
And he
runs an Italian ice food truck in San Francisco.
He freaking tormented the Saints. This one is 1983 Saints. They win the final game. They go to the playoffs. Mike Lansford hits the kick to beat them at the gun. The Saints finish 8-8. They don't go to the playoffs. Wade Phillips has said this game crushed my father. He was never the same after that. And then
It was
this
the
is
same
what
game.
year? This is what
Flipper
year?
Anderson back. This is Mike Lansford in overtime.
Same game, guys.
No, not the same game. Down the middle.
Not same game?
What year is this? What year
It's
is
the
this?
89. It's the Flipper Anderson game.
So this is before the Saints. I mean, I get that. Like this is before
There's Jimora.
This predates
There's
me,
Mora.
but this is before the Saints ever even got to the playoffs, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
right.
I mean,
83, 89.
This is like you have this was the Saints' first chance as a franchise to legitimately make the playoffs.
Yep.
Yes.
And they lose it because of that. That's crushing.
That's
I get
It
that.
was soul
I was not
crushing.
around for that, but I
And by
I
the
get
way,
that.
Dave,
I totally get that.
Thomas, I couldn't find the highlight. The Rams in that 1983 game, they had a 4th and 29 at the end of the game, and they converted it and drove down and kicked the field goal.
No, I would have to go.
What happened on 4th and
I gotta go
29?
with
They
Lansford
just lobbed
on
it
this.
up for Flipper Anderson.
Probably.
No, I
think
gotta
they-
go with I gotta go with Lansford on this.
Hold
Lan-
on, we haven't even talked about Pamphilon. Hold on.
I know, and I'll tell you what, like pull
This
that.
is a tough
Chill
one
out,
for me.
Dave.
It is a
Come
tough
on,
one.
man.
Wait, pull the picture. Put the picture that you have of
Did
Pamphilon up
Pamphilon-
again, because
That
like,
might,
honestly,
his
this is a
picture
very
might be the
punchable
strongest
face.
case against him.
That's
well,
right.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like he's got a very, I don't know why it is.
He's got a
but,
punchable
like,
face.
Yeah, I want to punch the glasses off. his
Andrew,
face. I
do
wanna
you
punch his
think
face.
Sean Pamphilon, do you think his
Fucking Catalina wine
voicemails
mixer.
that he had, I think that probably made the Saints' bounty punishments worse.
Yeah, oh, for sure. So, for those of you that don't know, Sean Pamphilon was allowed into he was a videographer, documentary guy, whatever.
Punch him so hard.
He was allowed
nose.
into the Saints locker room because he was Steve Gleason's boy. He was kind of Steve Gleason's videographer, whatever. And so he was the guy that had the tape rolling when Greg Williams gave his infamous speech. And so the reason that Greg Williams's audio was leaked, which started the whole Bountygate thing, was the smoking gun.
This is the culprit.
Bountygate.
This is the guy
This is the culprit. You got it.
who betrayed Steve Gleason, made the Saints Bountygate punishment worse. That is
So, as far as I know,
it's a
Sean
pretty
Pamphilon
strong
and
case.
Steve Gleason and Sean Pamphilon are no longer on speaking terms, from
That's
what
right.
I've been told. I don't know if that's still the case.
Yeah.
I didn't know that because any enemy of Steve is an enemy of mine.
But he was a friend of Steve, and,
That's how
and
I
you know,
feel.
like he felt like
No,
he
I'm
was
serious.
betrayed.
I'm
And
dead
like
serious.
this was literally a reporter that said, "Holy shit, I'm sitting on a gold mine."
No,
And
I might change my vote.
I'm gonna screw over
Yeah.
Steve Gleason, the guy that I'm shooting a documentary on him having ALS. But you know what? This is even
awesome.
bigger.
He betrayed us for some
Yeah.
clout.
I know. Honestly, if Steve, yeah,
And maybe the biggest infraction of all, I'm just going to point this out. He said he stood behind his decision and he stood behind what he did so firmly. He gave out his cell phone number to the public and he said, "Call
Oh, I
my cell
remember
phone.
that.
I'll debate anyone on this. I'll talk to
We
anyone."
called him. He didn't answer.
And we called him. He didn't answer.
Yeah.
So you-
Hairball 007. He says he looks like an evil Bobby Bones.
I want you
gotta
to know.
say-
I want you to know that the fans of our show, the listeners, 71% Pamphilon.
I think
Yeah. If
I
Steve,
think you
if
s-
Steve, I'm gonna do. I would do whatever Steve does. If Steve
I
and
think it's
Michelle
Pamphilon.
don't like Pamphilon, no, I'm being dead serious, and I know Steve personally, and
Well, you were ready to shut it down and pick Lansford after.
I
the
didn't.
highlight.
I forgot.
You're being,
honestly,
Dave, you're being very Ralph here. Prisoner of the moment.
You switched
No.
me, Andrew.
Yeah.
No,
Hey, Tomas,
honestly,
check the timestamp on this.
Honestly, Andrew, I forgot about that. You reminded me of all the shit that went down with Pamphilon.
Like
I
a
actually forgot about
small
all that.
baby.
I forgot about throwing Steve
that
under the
sound.
bus. I'm on Team Gleason.
I was locked in for Lansford,
Always and forever.
but Andrew, and just reminding me everything about like it swayed me. I'm switched.
Yeah,
I'm
That guy
exactly.
sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Like-
Pamphilon.
Like, here's the thing about Lansford. He made a couple kicks. I don't know that I can attack his humanity.
Yeah,
You know,
fuck Pamphilon.
Pamphilon is like
yeah.
no, the guy is.
And you like the
no
83
soul.
game is before all of us, and really we blame Philipper Anderson for the 89 game, not so much Lansford.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Kevin, what you got?
on Team Gleason all the way.
Give me
Personal reasons.
nerdy diehard 4 villain Sean Pamphilon.
He looked.
I have
If you've seen the movie Money Plane, which is a horrible,
What movie?
horrible Money Plane. If you want
I
to
have
watch a
not.
horrible,
Let's not
horrible movie,
you've never seen The Godfather. Let's not pretend you've seen some
Andrew,
movie.
what movie is Money Plane? You've heard
I
of it?
don't. No. I
Money Plane is a
That's not-
horrible.
Kelsey Grammer and
horrible-
Edge.
It's
That's not a
hell.
real
Yeah,
movie.
it's Kelsey Grammer and Edge,
What?
and they fly around in a plane in the air where you can gamble on people having sex with an alligator and different things.
What
And
are you?
Pamphilon looks
Kelsey
like
Grammer?
somebody that dies in it.
This
It's-
sounds worse than Snakes on a Plane.
Dude, Snakes on a Plane is Oscar worthy compared to Money Plane.
Snakes on a
Mon-
Plane is the bicycle thief in comparison.
Money Plane is so bad. When my wife came home from
My
working,
wife.
my wife, when she came
My
home,
Roger Ebert.
when she came home from working a wedding at 3 a.m, she said, "I would have felt better if I came home and you were watching porn. This is horrible." That's
Wow.
how bad Money Plane. Because she saw Kelsey Grammer and all of Kelsey
Sounds
Grammer's
like you really
scenes.
that was a missed opportunity for you, Ralph. It really
But-
seems like you really fucked that one up.
He
Seems like you should have been watching porn at
I
3 in the
should've.
morning when your wife came home. So you
But here's the
Instead,
thing,
you'll have to wait
Kelsey
till next
Grammer,
month.
all his scenes are behind a blue screen. Or in
Hmm.
front of a blue screen.
interesting. Anyway, you're a loser.
I
got it.
am. I'm watching Money
Jesus.
I'm watching
Well.
Money Plane on YouTube.
Sorry, Thomas. I call it like I see it.
You know, last week it was really Kevin that was blitzed out of his mind, and
Now Dave is
Dave
no,
is
No, I'm totally coherent. I am
Dave's
totally coherent.
28
I got that
percent
dog in
beer.
me. I got that dog in me.
The 28% beer.
No,
is-
you got something in you. It ain't a
You
dog.
got that
dog
in him.
you get the dog in him. Can you smoke dog?
Yeah, hot dogs.
So that's half of the prelim. We got to do the other half next week. But this bracket's amazing. Thomas, by the way, Thomas did all these graphics.
So
You
these
can
are
see the
just
updated matchups, Ralph, on the screen.
yeah,
right
we
now.
got half the bracket.
Can you zoom in on the left side so we can
Yeah,
look
Roger
at
Goodell versus Matt Bryant. I wonder who's going to win that one.
Jeff Duncan, Rondé Barber.
Yeah, that's kind of tough. That's the 8-9 matchup, so that
I
makes
mean,
sense. That's kinda
Joey
tough.
Galloway, a stronger than
No,
expected Sean
Joey
Pamphilon.
Calloway. Joey Calloway.
cousin Vinny
Yeah, thank you.
and Roddy
Roddy
White versus
Flipper
Flipper
Anderson.
Anderson. These are
Ooh.
some strong
That
matchups.
is a. I mean, the bottom half of that
I don't know.
bracket,
I just learned
all
about
four of those guys could go through.
I don't know. Look, hey, listen. If you're like me and you just learned who Flipper Anderson was and that he put up 326 yards, call the hotline. Call the hotline.
339.
339 yards. If you're like me and you've been a Saints fan for years, but not that many years, and you just learned about Flipper Anderson, call the hotline.
Yeah,
Call the
people
hotline.
are mad about Tony Gonzalez not being in the bracket.
He doesn't deserve to be. No, I think who we have in this bracket is.
We win. So
Tony
Maybe we got it
Gonzalez
right.
was part of a lot of Falcons teams that lost to us.
I mean, we got Bill
Consistently.
Binovich. We got Wish a bit. We got Wish a bitch would.
Bill Binovich.
Bitchovich.
So, thanks for watching the Saints Happy Hour. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, then find us wherever you get your podcast, and finally go to saintshappyhour.com and become a patron of the best Saints podcast on earth.